I'm Alex, and a few months ago I became the CEO at Sushi and set out to rebuild one of the most iconic brands in crypto back to a multi-billion-dollar company, and documenting the entire journey and sharing it here on YouTube. In the last few videos, you've seen me traveling the world, connecting with power players in the industry, and moving around nonstop. And while that's been amazing and necessary, things have shifted a bit. We just had one of our biggest product launches so far, and because of that, I'm back at my home base in Puerto Rico. So yeah, this video is going to be the raw, unfiltered, day-to-day look behind the scenes. I hope you enjoy. Morning, buddy.
Shout at me, shout at me.
Good morning, buddy. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Perps are live.
So we got the announcement just went out. Tweet went out. Twitter popping. Telegram popping. Perps is live. Sushi.com/perps. Not available in the US. It's kind of our big product launch we've been working on for the past few weeks, or longer, really, the past couple months. But yeah, I mean, honestly, like the way I feel when we launch these new products is kind of, I just don't get my hopes up, basically. Really, this is like the raw reality of building stuff is that you're gonna launch, you're gonna put a bunch of comms out, even if 50,000 people see it, maybe only 50 people will use it, right? And so it comes down to the product being really good and being able to grow your user base and your trader base over time. You know, I always say, like, plan for the worst, hope for the best, basically, right? So that's kind of that's kind of where we're at. We get some coffees and we're gonna be glued to the desk for the next 1 month. I talked to Luke Z last night and we've been chatting about, you know, just linking up. It's been a while. Luke Z is like the most poppin' fitness influencer in the world right now. Now I get to say this. I met Luke Z when he had like 19,000 followers. And now you're at what? What are you at now?
447?
447,000 on Instagram. All the moms of the world that follow Luke Z for his recipes.
I just landed here like 30 minutes ago. Alex left me stranded on the plane. He didn't shoot me. He told me he'd pick me up last night. He didn't shoot me his address, and he just told me he'd pick me up. I was texting him on the plane, didn't hear back. Had to call his boy and ask for his address on Uber over here. But he's up now, and we're heading to the gym. Alex called me yesterday. He's like, come down, help get the boys dialed in. BL behind the camera, we're gonna help get them dialed in. We're gonna help get Alex dialed in. Cook the boys up some nice meals. Go for some runs, hit the weights. All the boys gonna be dialed in, mentally, physically. And then Alex is gonna be helping me out with my back end business, some creator business stuff. So I'm hyped about that. Little win-win for both of us.
Oh, we got a winner!
I fell too. 1-1. Do we have to play one more now? Because it's 1-1.
I'm tired, drained, exhausted, knackered. I ball like Shaq when the backboard's shattered. As long as the money and family's patterned, I don't give a fuck, cause that's all that matters. Arabic one, she a blatant gaffer, but she don't think that I know she a bad as
Good little gym
A
set.
little ping pong match too.
I know.
Gotta run it back again.
It got close there.
I know.
We're gonna get some protein. We don't know where yet.
Yeah, get some food.
Your treat?
Luke's like, we're gonna eat? We're gonna eat protein? Are we gonna eat right now? Or can we eat now? I'm hungry. I want protein. I need to get protein. I need to film it.
All day, bro.
We had to leave to go meet you. He landed at 12:30. The guy starts cooking a meal, and I go, bro, we have to leave now. He goes, bro, I need my protein, obviously.
This guy runs marathons. He needs his calories.
I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying.
The Prime Vault, dude.
You want one?
I've never had a Prime before.
I personally, my favorite are the energy drinks.
Maybe the blue one. Like,
That's
it's not that sweet. I've never tried one, but like, if you're at the
Oh, you have
so
to
you're
try
at the
it.
Prime Gym at the
You
Prime,
have
in the
to.
Prime Puerto Rico at the Prime Vault with the Prime in the Prime fridge.
It's as prime as it gets.
It's a prime time to
To be primed.
right.
Taste review.
It's actually pretty
It
good.
is, right? It's kind of refreshing.
All right, tell Logan to send the 10K.
Oh yeah, I got you. It's nice meeting you.
Thanks for having us.
Great
bro.
lifting with you. Thank you for having
Always.
us.
No problem, bro. It's nice meeting you, my man.
Thanks, man.
Yes, sir. You guys get back safe.
Dude's literally on
on vacation in Spain.
Explain all these.
Long story short, we're in the fire trying to build this company, trying to claw our way to be able to compete against literal juggernauts who are printing billions of dollars out of the sky, who are crushing us from a competitive standpoint. And Luke decides that it's a good time to go on vacation to Spain, to the beach. Lucas!
Listen, take BL to Aguada for 2 weeks. Drop him off in Aguada and just be like, good luck.
Dude, you're the biggest baby of all time, bro. I lived there for 5 years, battling in the fire. So I don't want to hear it. Listen, I know you love to come with at BL.
Come, yeah, for sure.
Dude, look, you wouldn't last a second with BL.
What will happen is that
You wouldn't last a second with me.
So obviously we like to give Luke a bunch of shit, but he does work super hard. And he had this vacation plan because of his girlfriend's birthday, so we obviously have to give him shit, but Luke's great. And he works very hard and we love Luke. But we can never let him know that we think that.
No call, no show. No call, no show. No call, no show. No call, no show. Watch her go to work, she was spinning on the toe. In the game undefeated like 40 and 0. Caught him red-handed in the room getting blown.
We've been in the house for the past few days. We've been working a bunch on perps with the rollout, so the product went live, which is great. We have a lot of these conversations going on with big traders and traders on the platform, just talking about like what features they want to see next, maybe some of the bugs, some of the improvements we want to make. Because the perps launch is really kind of like a public alpha, which basically just means it's launched in the public. There's still things that we're testing and working on. That's kind of like where it's at right now. There's a lot of work happening around that. A lot of design considerations that we're going through right now. So maybe we can even like tease some of the design or something, but we're gonna probably just redesign the entire UI of the perps product. So it's a big project basically that we're gonna have to like undergo. I don't know, it's been busy, but we're gonna do this walk the dog, and then get some coffee. So that's the game plan right now.
I guess before the coffee comes, really quick, I wanted to like touch on what I was saying earlier about the product launch. I think it's very important for people to understand my thought process on this, and maybe this is like a gem or something that you could kind of take away and it could be valuable for you. In general, with like building a product or just in business in general, speed is so valuable. Like moving fast and getting to market quickly is so important. My thought process was with perps, and it's the same thing I did with the Solana launch. I launched on Solana within 1 month of coming in at Sushi, and I launched perps immediately thereafter within like 3-4 months. And the thought process with launching these things is speed, right? Prioritizing speed. It's get to market as quickly as possible, then make improvements as quickly as possible and try to become more and more competitive. So people try to tap into perfectionism. They want their product to be perfect. There's this great quote I heard like Chris Williamson do on a podcast once. Perfectionism is procrastination masquerading as quality control, right? It's this idea that like if you're trying to be perfect, what's going to end up happening is you're just going to procrastinate. You're going to kick the can down the road, and you're going to ultimately not actually get to market. You could try to make it perfect, but if it's not out there, if it's not out in the market, you're not going to get feedback. Obviously, like you want to like not have a shitty product. Work on making your product as good as possible all the time and be hyper obsessive, because that's the only way anything's going to get good. But just get to market quickly. So that's the game plan right now. We're basically like we are in the market. We're starting to have these like kind of alpha, beta conversations with these, initial traders in these groups, trying to make the product better for them, trying to work on the design. Goal with the first product is to make it as good as possible. Yes. You're good. All right, so our coffee's ready. So that's my that's all I have to say.
Morning, buddy. Ready for a little lunchy lunch? Basically the routine has essentially been we wake up, we order a coffee, we work at the desk, we sit there all day, we go to the gym, we eat dinner, sit at the desk till like 2 a.m. and then BL starts yelling at me because I'm clicking buttons too loud and talking on the phone.
4 a.m.
At like 4 a.m. And then I go to sleep around like between 3 and 6 a.m. That's my routine when I'm here. I'm pretty much like a zombie, and I just am at my desk all day. So for all the people who are like, bro, you're doing all this traveling, I don't really see you working. It's like, bro, oh yeah, we have to run around and we have to do meetings. We have to like go travel for work, and we have to go meet people because it's important to the company. But commented on my buddy's Instagram post the other day because he made a reel where he was like, dude, I feel like I've wasted my whole life, my whole year, because basically I've just been working nonstop. and I said this to him. I said, sitting in the dungeon is the only way to put points on the board. Fun is always available. The window of opportunity to win and get momentum is not. I wish you pale skin and zeros in the bank. You need to fucking like sit in the dungeon and just hack if you want to win, you know? People don't win in business by like going and having fun. Dude, all these like Miami characters, all these like people who are pretending to be entrepreneurs, it's fake business, you know what I mean? They're like trying to portray lifestyle so they can sell you a course. I'm not trying to sell you a course. I'm trying to build a product. So when you watch these people, you have to understand that you are the product. The marketing that they're doing is with the purpose of convincing you that if you buy their you will live their life. The raw reality of like building anything is that it just requires you to sit at your desk all day and try to just make incremental progress every single day. You know what I mean? It takes a lot of time.
I hope you good, I hope you well, I hope you lit. I miss your touch, I miss your smell, I miss your lips.
Oh my god, dude, I'm gonna cry. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude, there's no way.
Explain.
So I have this picture of Luke right here, right? You can show it. This is normal one. And so I have this picture of Luke, and I'm like, okay, BL, like as a troll, we should show it to ChatGPT, and we should make Luke a little fatter, and have a bunch of versions in the vlog. Every time we make a fat joke at Luke, we throw a picture of Luke in, but it gets fatter every time. And I was like, oh, make him a little fatter to ChatGPT, and this is what it gave. Let's see what Claude comes up with. This is the real test of AI. Like, what is the cutting edge of AI? We're competing, these two LLMs against each other. Anthropic and OpenAI are competing.
To make Luke a little fatter.
Oh, okay, Claude can't even do this. All right, now we gotta go to Gemini. Like, this is elite level bullying. I think, honestly, like, this was the best one. This is goated. This is actually so goated. Like, it would be so funny if we started showing people, like, you know, this is what Luke used to look like. And Luke will be like, bro, stop. That's not true.
Good morning, Luke Z. Morning, fellas. Me and Alex are out, actually a couple of dogs stretch their legs. We're about to hit a 5K, I think. We're gonna get after it, get a little sweat in, and then we're gonna talk. Actually, I think then we're gonna lift, and then we're gonna talk business. So, a little afternoon reset, and then we're gonna dial in. Productive day. Let's go.
I'm not gonna lie, Luke, you got me. This is a rare sight right now. Me outside during the daytime. This is like, I don't do this. No, yeah, it's supposed to be a real week in the life. This is the one fake part, or not fake, but like not really super realistic, is the fact that we're going for a run during the day, because most of the time I just go for runs at night. I'm on the computer during the day, because our entire team is East Coast time, and Europe, so I want to have as much overlap with the team as possible from a work standpoint. I'm usually never out of the house at like noon. I'm usually just at my desk. We're gonna pop out 30 minutes. What are we gonna do, 5K?
I'm good for whatever you got, boss.
All right, we'll do a 5K.
Dude.
We'll do a quick 5K. We'll do some stretchies. We'll get going, right? We have a lot of design and product stuff going on. We have a lot going on with our like trading program. So we're doing a lot of stuff to kind of onboard the early traders onto perps and kind of have conversations with them about incentives and the product and what they like, what they don't like, what kind of features they want us to add. So a lot of it's going to be like, you know, just kind of like steady streams of consciousness of like talking to the team and iterating on product design stuff. I'm gonna have a call with Luke later today about like some go-to-market strategy and some marketing stuff. I have a call with Tyler later today. Product call, he's back from his honeymoon. So Tyler's back in the saddle, which is like, I needed that, you know? It's been a battle without him. It's been like a week without Tyler. I'm like having PTSD right now, so. Yeah, so the design stuff's been coming along. Dude, it's honestly, have you seen it?
No.
It's coming along crazy good. All right, so yeah, so we've been going through this redesign for Perps because the OG design, it's all right, but it's not, it just wasn't quite there. And Luke did a good job to kind of like get it to market because Luke was basically running point on the design, and
Luke is great because he's very resourceful. Like he can do a lot of different things, but he's not a designer like through and through. You know what I mean? So he got it, you know, that like 80% of the way there. We brought the design team in. They refreshed it, got it that extra bit. So these guys are badass. So this is where we're at right now, currently on the design. And this is gonna get a little bit better. Yeah, the UI is just much cleaner. We've got like the order book is compressed here. We've got like some really nice stuff up here. So you've got hot and also favorites. So we're gonna change this little star. It's gonna be a sushi logo. But basically what it's gonna be is like you can have your favorites, which is just your favorite assets up here, but then also hot. So any like hot trading pairs that are doing a lot of volume, those will show here, and it'll be a carousel, kind of like a sushi, you know, a sushi line. Like you're in one of the sushi restaurants where the food comes on the like around the carousel. It's gonna kind of be like that. So we've got market, limit, and pro. We've consolidated, you know, quite a few features under pro, and that'll be for orders like TWAPs and more advanced execution. Dude, we started like way over here with this like pink which I think looks cool, but it was like too much going on, right? And I think the pink, I just don't really know if the pink makes sense for sushi today to do the rebrand to kind of like this salmon pink color. They had this rice button up here, which I thought was cool, but it's not very serious, you know what I mean? Like perps are a performance trading product, and so when you want like advanced trading features, you don't want it to feel silly. You don't want it to feel like a meme, you know what I mean? You want it to feel sharp. So this is cool. This was like, you know, kind of like where we got actually after that. So as I said the other day, you know, speed is number one and getting to market is super important, and then you can iterate, right? So we launched Perps 9 days ago. We didn't love the design, and then we immediately started the design refresh within 1 or 2 days of us launching. And so now we're here, and like I said, the product's never done. You know, this is where we're at today, but this is 9 days into Perps launching, right? So we're going to be able to kind of continue to improve these things, add additional features over time, and kind of expand, just like expand the product. I mean, product velocity is number one. It's the number one indicator of whether you're going to be successful or not. The best companies in the world in our space have incredible product velocity. So our goal with Sushi is like match that or exceed it, because we're such a lean team. We have the ability to execute faster than anybody, and we're trying to lean into our skill set, right? It's like so important to find your edge. If you're trying to build something, you need to find your edge in the market, or you need to find your edge within the business, or your edge within your skill set, your edge within your understanding. Whatever the case may be, you need to find your edge. In Sushi's case, we have a few different edges, right? One is our brand, you know, maybe the scale of our users, but our real edge is how lean the team is, right? Our ability to execute quickly is going to be our ultimate edge, because we kind of have this combination of a phenomenal brand in Sushi where we have 4 million users, but we also have a super lean team. Like our team is less than 15 people, right? So we're super lean versus a lot of the big exchanges and dexes have massive teams. You know what I mean? They have like hundreds of people, or they have 50 people or 100 people. And so getting stuff to market, you have like a team of 6 people, and then you have a manager, and the manager has to talk to the product guy, and the product guy has to get approval from the CEO, and the CEO has to talk to the board, right? And so you have all of this friction that require, like even a change like this would take like 6 months for a big company. But for us, we could be like, okay, boom, all right, do the redesign. All right, 8 days in, all right, go redevelop it, ship the code. Within 2 weeks, we get that live. So it's all about finding your edge, leaning into that, capitalizing on your advantage. You know what I mean? Like you have to capitalize on what advantages you have, and then go and try to win. Little tidbits. So we're here with Mr. Lukey Z. We're hanging out. We're getting some work done. And do you guys know who this is? This is the #1 fitness influencer in the fucking internet right now, dude. #1 in the whole internet. Fastest growing in the whole internet, right?
I do. I make content.
He's the #1, dude.
You're trying to be nonchalant.
And he's #1 probably partially due to his good friend and mentor.
It was all my mentor, Alex McCurry. I want to shout him out so everybody knows. He taught me everything I know about nutrition and working out. This guy right here.
He just doesn't apply for himself.
He's my fitness mentor. Coach don't play, bro. Coaches don't play.
Yo, what?
This is a clear example that coaches.
Yo, what the I'm not even like, this is crazy, like the way you guys dog me, because I'm not even out of shape.
And I actually taught him everything he knows about crypto, so that's how we got here. I'm running the show.
All right, look, see, this is the fucking trading interface, dude. This is where your positions are. You know what I'm saying?
So it's like 1 a.m. right now. I wanted to respond really quickly to one of the comments, or a comment that I've gotten a couple times now. And basically just people asking me, people that don't know, like, what is sushi? I kind of wanted to like give a little bit of insight into what Sushi is, the history, and then kind of what our objective is with building the company. Sushi started out as one of the first Ethereum-based decentralized exchanges. In crypto, you kind of have decentralized exchanges and centralized exchanges. Your centralized exchanges are like your Coinbases, even Robinhood, right, with what you can do trading on there. Binance is, the biggest. And a decentralized exchange is essentially an exchange where you custody your assets as the user. It's where you connect your own wallet, like a Coinbase wallet or a MetaMask wallet or a Phantom wallet. You connect it to a application, and that application is essentially a front-end layer where you can interact with smart contracts, right? And those smart contracts allowed you to trade an infinite number, essentially, of crypto assets. You can trade, anything from Bitcoin to Ethereum to meme coins to now we're launching perps, obviously, which not available in the US, but we're launching perps and we're launching other kind of more advanced trading options. But historically, Sushi's been a really simple kind of swap product. So if you want to just swap one crypto into another, or one crypto on one blockchain to another crypto on another blockchain, we have cross-chain swaps, basically just allowing people to do crypto swaps and transactions. The history of Sushi is really interesting because Sushi was one of the first DEXs to ever launch. It was the first DEX that basically rewarded the ecosystem with a token for using that DEX over another, right? So Uniswap was kind of the first DEX to launch, and it's obviously, super prominent and kind of the number one innovator in terms of AMM technology. AMMs are it's the underlying tech that allows you to trade crypto in a decentralized manner, basically. Sushi basically came in and replicated what Uniswap was doing, but giving a token reward to the users, and then got a ton of users over, and then the protocol grew to a $6 billion market cap. It had over, I think, $8 billion of TVL liquidity in the actual DEX. It was hyper prominent, was, arguably like one of the most popular projects in all of crypto at the time. Sushi was in this position where it was the most prominent project in the space, practically. Went through a bunch of different leadership changes. Some people wanted to take it one direction, some people wanted to take it another. Long story short, the bear market happened. A few big things happened in crypto kind of post-bear market and into the bull run that happened in 2024. And that was really the growth of the Solana ecosystem and Solana meme coins, which probably everybody knows about. Perp DEXs, right? Perps, but in a decentralized manner. Sushi didn't launch on Solana and didn't launch perps and kind of stayed siloed in its niche, which was really this multi-chain DEX swap for everything pretty much other than Solana. I think the interesting thing about Sushi is that it's this protocol that was this multi-billion-dollar market cap at one point. It has great fundamentals, right? We have over 4 million users on the front end that use the swap. It has great product market fit. People still use the swap product consistently. We have revenue. We have, important things, right, for a swap business, exchange business. There's a bunch of these opportunities to kind of go where the users are in terms of on Solana and offering perps and maybe just building out a more diverse product set, especially as the market is maturing. So I think the interesting thing about a lot of the DeFi and DEX brands that currently exist is that a lot of them are very crypto focused. They're very crypto native. Their branding is not really retail focused, right? There's some of these amazing teams that have built amazing technology, but from a brand standpoint, DeFi is not really positioned to tap into the mainstream. And I think Sushi, in terms of the brand, the sushi.com domain, right? The Sushi brand in it of itself is the best DEX brand in the whole space. I just feel like there's this opportunity to position Sushi really as this like execution layer for on-chain capital markets, where you can kind of do everything from the UI that you would want to do, right, as a DeFi user. And what is a DeFi user? I think eventually a DeFi user will evolve to just be a finance user, right? Someone who's interested in finance but maybe wants to tap into the rails, right? And maybe even doesn't even feel like crypto, right? As kind of traditional finance converges with these DeFi rails, I think a lot of it is going to almost feel seamless. I really think that brand, the team that we have, the business we have, the environment we're in from a market standpoint, like makes this opportunity available for us to go and capture this multi-billion dollar opportunity. And so if we can position ourselves effectively, onboard a bunch of users, if we can go and be the de facto place that people go to trade in crypto when they want to operate in a decentralized fashion, I think that we really have a shot of doing something insane. I think the coolest thing about these videos is that when I kind of set out on this journey, I was like, how do we catalyze community and interest in the sushi ecosystem and people using our products? I think the one thing that crypto is amazing for is community building. I noticed that sushi had amazing product market fit. We had an amazing kind of good business from a revenue standpoint, good business from a user standpoint, 4 million users, the sushi.com domain. Like, we have all these assets that are so valuable, but I'm like, man, the community is just not where I want it to be. And so I was like, man, we really need to go and build that. And I was like, what's the best way to build that? I don't think anyone that I know of has ever taken a company from being super established, but at a level of, you know, maybe a 9-figure type level, to a multi-billion dollar company, and then document it all and put it on YouTube and just try to be raw with it, you know? I just haven't seen it. I mean, maybe, but I haven't seen it. And I was like, dude, that would be crazy, because you see all these kids in Miami and like their Lamborghinis, and I got this apartment, and they're buying jewelry, and they're gambling, and they're just being fucking idiots on the internet and doing nothing valuable. And it's like, man, that is not what entrepreneurship is about. It's not what business is about. Business is about freedom. It's about building stuff. It's about doing it with your friends. It's about having a good time, right? It's about basically like giving a fuck you to people who are, you know, to basically like the system, right? Like, that's what being an entrepreneur is about. It's like, okay, I want to build my own thing. I want to go build something. You know, I want to build something valuable enough that it can stand on its own, where I don't have to go and have a boss, right? That is what entrepreneurship is about. It's about freedom, right? Ultimately, at least at the beginning. You know, when I see all these guys kind of like flexing and all this shit, to me, I'm like, man, it's so like played out, you know? The flex lifestyle is so played out. Like, what? That's not business content. If you really, really want to make it and crush it in business, you're going to be here all day. You're not going to be partying the whole time. That's the reality, and that's why I'm like, you know, the last couple videos we filmed, it's like, you know, we're having a good time in the videos, and like we're meeting with all these cool people, meeting with like Luca from Pudgy, and, you know, we met with Atozy and Brian, these big YouTubers, and I played on the high stakes poker stream with the DoorDash co-founder, and like, you know, Andrew Roble, like some of the all-time greatest poker players. And, you know, I meet really cool people. I'm super fortunate to meet some of these awesome people and travel around the world and do all these cool things. But the reality is that I only do that because it furthers the mission of building this company. I don't care about any of that. It gives me anxiety to not be home, because I am so much more productive with like a giant screen and a keyboard and a mouse. And so that's just it. I'm here at the fucking desk. This video's gonna be like match cut after match cut of me at the desk. It's not gonna be the most entertaining, but it's also so fucking weird that I'm like looking at this camera, and, you know, the 4th video we dropped it's like 85,000 views. It's weird to me that I'm talking to this camera. There's actually a bunch of people that are gonna hear this, because before, when I started making the videos, I was like, oh, like whatever, like I'm just talking to myself, you know. No one's gonna see this anyway. But now it's like, thanks. But I appreciate everyone watching. It's been absolutely insane, the support. Like I always say, I respond to my DMs, I respond to X, Instagram. If you're a trader and you're trading on Sushi, please message me, because I talk to all of our big traders. Please talk to me. I want product feedback. I would love to chat with you. If you watch to the end of this video, get in the Telegram, drop the chopsticks. Drop the chopsticks in YouTube, but drop the chopsticks in Telegram, because the chopsticks is like chopstick gang. You know what I mean? That's Sushi gang right there. And then in the Telegram, we got these little sushi, like actual sushi logo emojis. If you made it this far, drop the chopsticks, get in the Telegram, hit me up. I'm at the desk all day, so if you fucking message me, I'll probably reply. So, I don't know. I have nothing else to tell the internet.